Alright, we should be done here pretty quick. There's going to be a video that I show you how to do 2 sample problems. You try 2 on your own, and then we're going to do another video that's similar. We're going to show you how to do a sample problem. You're going to do one on your own. This one, we're going to 2 non-vertical lines are perpendicular if and only the product of their slopes is -1, or we could say their slopes are opposite reciprocals. 2 non-vertical lines are perpendicular if only if they are they have opposite reciprocal slopes of each other. So I'm going to come down and show you how to do this. Each one of these talks about horizontal lines, and each one of these talks about vertical lines. Just remember that a horizontal line has a slope of 0, and the opposite reciprocal of that would be an undefined. So just so you know, to get perpendicular, a horizontal line with a slope of 0, if you wanted something perpendicular to that, your slope would have to be undefined. But let us go and do one. Alright, so if you notice this, it says show that ABCD is a rectangle. So all you got to do to be a rectangle is show that you have 4 90-degree angles. Well, to do that, let us go ahead and just make sure we got a slope here, which is 2 minus -1, which is 3, and 3 minus -4, which is 7. Our slope is 3/7. Make sure we did that right. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and this is 1, 2, -3. I messed up here. -1. So let's go ahead and do that one more time. Alright. So 2 minus -1, which is 3, and 3 minus -3, which is 6, so a slope of 1/2. Same here. We'll do the slope here. 0 minus 2 is -2. 4 minus 3 is 1. So we can already see that these guys are opposite reciprocal, which gives me a 90-degree angle right here. Right? This one right here, 0 minus -3 is actually 3. 4 minus -2 is the same as 4 plus 2, which is 6. Once again, a slope of 1/2. So this is a 90-degree. Alright. Coming down here, let's get the slope of this side. -3 minus -1, -3 plus 1 is -2. Right? -2 minus -3 is a +1, so our slope is -2. And once again, we have 2 opposite reciprocal slopes. These 2 are opposite reciprocal, and these 2 are opposite reciprocal. So this is a rectangle because we have 4 90-degree angles. So we're going to come here. This says show that it is a trapezoid with 2 right angles. So we're going to go ahead and get the slopes again. Let's get the slope of this side. M equals 0 minus 3, -3. 3 minus 3. Did I get that wrong? No, this one's a -3. 3 minus -3, which is -6. 3 minus oh, that's a +6. So our slope is -1/2. Coming over here, this side right here, right? -2 minus 0 is -2. -2 minus 3, making sure that we got this. Oh, that's a +2. 2 minus 3 is -1 for a slope of 2. Alright. We're going to get the slope of this side. We got -2 minus 1. -2 plus 1 is -1. -2 minus -1 is that's +2 minus -1. Let me make sure I get that right. My x value is 2 minus -1. Let's go down 1 and over 1, 2, 3. Well, that looks to be 3, which is 1/3. Let me go back up here and make sure that one's 1/3. But here we go. Last one over here. Our slope is, so here we go, -1 minus 3 is -4. It's -1, -1, and negative 1 minus negative 3, right? Negative 1 minus negative 3 is same as negative 1 plus 3, which is 2, so negative 2. So let's look at what we got. It looks like I might have messed up on one of these, which is always good to check your answers because they sure appear to be parallel. But let's go ahead and check this out. So this is 3, 1. There's my problem right there. So, and let's try this one more time. So 1 minus 3 is 1 minus 3 is negative 2, which now gives me a negative 1/3. Alright, and that matches this one down here of negative 1/3. So we know it's a trapezoid because these sides are parallel. Slope of negative 1/3, slope of negative 1/3. Alright, and I want to check this because it does look like 90 degrees. So I think that when I messed this one up, I used it over here. So let's try this slope one more time. We got negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Negative 2 minus negative 3 is positive 2 minus 3 is negative 1 for a slope of 3. And now that we can see that there's 90-degree angles because these guys are opposite reciprocal. Alright, so be careful when you look at your points. Make sure you got the right points. And I would like you to try these guys. Just try to get the slopes and figure out the slopes and draw them in. When we come back, we're going to work on this together. Alright, see you.